Manufacturers are moving fast on digital transformation, but Gartner said by 2028, 60% of digital supply chain efforts will fail to deliver promised value. To unpack what's going wrong, we are joined by Associate Professor Gopoy Guan from NUS and Ben Lim from Epicor. Now let's begin with the cause. What's behind this predicted high failure rate in digital supply chain efforts?
While benefits are clear, many organizations still struggle to implement digital supply chain effectively due to fragmented or disparate legacy system, poor data qualities, and of course, lack of internal digital skills. These challenges are obviously compounded by misalignment of expectation from the ground to the top management and the suppliers, and of course also underinvestment in change management and workforce training. As a result, this causes the digital initiative often stall or fail to deliver the expected value. I think to overcome this, companies must view digital transformation as a long-term strategic journey. It's not just another software or tech upgrade. This includes investing in modern cloud-based ERP systems that can connect end-to-end supply chain functions and support real-time insights for the organization. Just as importantly, I think leadership also must champion a culture of innovation and continuous learning, ensuring the team empowered with these right tools and sufficient training.
Of course, digital transformation efforts in general are also challenging because companies have to understand, how the technology is being used, where it can be used, as well as redesign the way that they may be doing business, perhaps change their business models as well. So it's not just a matter of saying that, oh, I want to implement technology into my existing workflow and automate that existing way of doing my business, but it may also involve changing the way that we do business and the way that we work as well.
Can you also identify which specific technologies are most likely to underdeliver on value?
It's quite specific to the company needs in terms of what fits their purpose and what what is suitable in their own transformation. So, for example, if you look at technologies, it can be used at the strategic level in terms of planning and forecasting. It can also be used at the operational level in terms of tracking the day-to-day movements and the day-to-day business processes. So different technologies would of course be used in different ways depending on whether we are operating at a strategic level or at the operational level. So the key is actually to think about how we want to use what kind of transformation time frame and what kind of transformation initiative we have for the company, and therefore what technologies is appropriate for the particular need that we want to serve.
First of all, I think digital investment and technology itself might fall short, not because of the technology itself, first of all, but because of organizations overlook the importance of employee enablement and, of course, the readiness of the process internally. For instance, AI and ERP fall short when they are not well integrated into their day-to-day processes or workflow, and that fail to support the human or employee decision making. This technology also might underdeliver when there's a lack of skilled users or structured adoption strategy, which is why there is a need to bridge these skill gaps to maximize the value of technologies like AI and ERP. I think cloud solutions also sometimes can underperform if businesses migrate without a clear innovation roadmap or alignment with broader strategic goals.
So considering everything that you both mentioned earlier, how can manufacturers better prepare their teams for such digital change?
First of all, we have to understand what is the need of the organization and where we are actually undertaking the transformation. So from there, we can think about our transformation roadmap in terms of where technology can be used. And it's not always just about automating the existing way of working, as I mentioned, but really about how do we create a change around the way of doing things, as well as perhaps changing our business model as well. So some of this will include process changes, and some of this will include changes in business models. Of course, the organization aspect in terms of change management is also important, where we actually have to work with the people within our organization, and in many cases also with the people outside of our organization as well, in order to make the changes. So we have to get buy-in from our own organization, as well as the buy-in from our outside stakeholders that we work with.
I think manufacturers should look at technology and workforce development as equally important, first of all, recognizing that upskilling is essential to support modern, connected, and resilient operations. Upskilling initiatives should focus on practical, role-based, specific training in areas like production planning, data management, shop floor operations, and these are intended to improve real-world decision making and improve real-world efficiency. Investing in technology solutions that support training, such as ERP systems with these embedded self-training features, intuitive user interface, that also can make employees and users or the team to catch up or adopt to these new processes or features in the technologies effectively.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights, Professor Go and Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, those were Associate Professor Go Poi Guan from the Department of Analytics and Operations at NUS Business School and Ben Lim, Senior Country Manager for Malaysia at Epicor. For more news, visit manufacturing.asia.